Hey, Shalom, Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, we'd like to start off by giving our honor and glory to.
Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Kakadash.
We also want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone as well as peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. All right, today, there's a major event downtown. The streets are blocked off. All right, we'll probably get, if we were to go somewhere else downtown, our voice will get over bombarded by the noise of the parade because that's what's going on. So the spirit, we're just in the brothers abode, man. All right, but we out here in here. All right, one week in, week out, to prophesy the downfall of Baal, man. All right, and it's a week for us in the spirit because we had a homework assignment to read what the prayer of Azarias, all right, the three holy children, but Baal and the dragon, the story of Susanna. And one thing that struck me by Susanna, like Yahushua, because I was reading, the Yahushua's last hour, the Garden of Gethsemane. All right, Susanna was falsely accused. All right, she was falsely accused, and she was falsely accused by two old men. And in the spirit, I looked at that as the 2/3. All right, because Yahushua was falsely accused by the Pharisees, man, and he was falsely accused by his own people, and they called him the deceiver. All right, so Susanna spiritually is like the body, man, the 1/3, and who's gonna be put on Front Street, be put on trial. All right, and just like Susanna, we're gonna get delivered, man. All right, but we also spiritually, if you look at it in the spirit, we represent Susanna, man.
And then Yahushua will be Daniel.
Yep, Yahushua will be Daniel. Susanna was faithful to her husband. All right, but yeah, Yahushua is going to deliver us, man. All right, so we're in that time of prophecy. All right, and we're in that time of being persecuted, and we're in that time of being delivered. So that's why the spirit, because it's not the apostles, it's the spirit that's speaking through the apostles for all the brothers to come forth and plow, man. All right, you got it, brother.
It's St. John 15:18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Yep.
If you were of the world will love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you.
All right, Yahushua have chosen us out of the world. He's chosen us out of black culture, out of Northern Kingdom culture, all right, out of American culture. Now we're moving against the matrix. And because we're moving against the matrix is against us. Manifested in our family looking at us different, your friends, all right, people you meet in this world. All right, but ultimately it's about what you stand for. When you confess what you stand for, the world hated you, man. So just like Susanna, all right, an accusation is going to be brought upon us, man. All right, and we're going to be brought on trial. All right, as it says, some of you shall be put to death. Okay. All right, but ultimately, done your Allah, right? Yahushua will deliver us. Okay. Just like the three holy children, Yahushua will deliver us, man. How in the world can you be lazy in this truth when you dependent on Yahushua to save you, man? Like we're putting in the premiums, we're paying the premiums. So hopefully, Big Brother will deliver us, man.
And it's the fourth quarter.
And it's the fourth quarter. I don't know too much about sports, but I know you go the hardest the fourth quarter.
Right.
I know that much.
Right.
You got to preach for mine.
Because you were speaking on Susanna. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 12, starting at verse 21. There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Lying lips are abomination to the Lord Yahweh, but they that deal truly are his delight.
There shall no evil happen to the just, but the wicked shall fall into mischief, right? Now, going back to the three holy children, all right, they were in the midst of the fire, right? Did the men who set up the fire fall into the pit?
Yep.
Did the scriptures not say that the wicked fall into a snare that they set for the others? Roughly paraphrasing. So, just like the missiles, it's really a snare for the wicked, man. But even, all right, the things they have prepared for us is going to, the judgment they have prepared for us on the left-hand side, it is going to backfire on them, man. All right.
A prayer of Azariah 1:26. But the angel of the Lord came down into the oven together with Azarias and his fellows and smote the flame of the fire out of the oven.
Yep. Smoke the flame out of the fire. All right, but in this case, their fire is going to be thermonuclear destruction. And we're going to be delivered by the angel Yahushua. Then on the more minimum level, brothers going to get visited in the concentration camps, man. See, this ain't just about culturally being Israelites, confidently saying you don't eat pork. Where's the fringes? No, we're coming into the time of the three holy children. We're coming into the time of Baal and the dragon. We're coming to the time of the second book of Maccabees, the 7th chapter. That's why the captain keep reiterating, this is serious. This ain't just a bros thing, man. Brother, you got all the energy to feed the flesh. When it comes to put in the work, it's an excuse.
I have one more for you.
All right.
And this is a prayer of Azariah 1:1. And they walked in the midst of the fire, praising the Most High and blessing the Lord.
They walked in the midst of the fire. Did you want to expound on that?
Yeah, bro, because basically at the end of the day, you know, you still have to have that faith when you're going through the atrocities, the tribulations, and things of that nature. So you have to still keep your mind and know that Yahweh Hashem Ashah is gonna make a doorway out of hell, and an exit route out of hell. You know, so whatever we go through, we still just gotta focus on Yahweh Hashem Ashah providing protection and an exit route.
Yep. I'll go ahead.
Psalm 91:3. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the nose of pestilence.
What? See, we've seen the AI pictures, right?
Yeah.
Jake with the afro walking in the time of Jacob's trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Jake in the room reading the Bible while the stormtroopers pointing guns at him.
Yeah.
Now we're going to be those Jakes.
Yeah.
And it's easier said than done. We're in a state of normalcy right now. We're in a warm apartment, the ceiling fan blowing, the electricity working. But what happens when you don't have a warm apartment and the ceiling fan blowing and electricity, and you're on the news as being responsible for the next attack that happened?
Right.
Real, bro.
So we got to get out of that. Because if you've been in this truth 10 years, it's easy to kind of have a culture about this thing. And you just kind of go with the flow. But the Most High shaking us out of that, man. He put us back in the spirit we were first in when we first came in, which is really a warlike spirit, you know? So we back in that spirit, man.
Yeah. Hey, the priest Ayashamafa made a point when we was online Sunday, you know, because, you know, Spirit been on, brothers, to get into these different dystopian-like films. You know, brothers said, like, you know, those films are like trailers pretty much, like for what's really getting ready to happen with us, you know?
Going to a new norm, you know, because you have to think, when you look overseas, how long has it been normalized for bombs to just go off, airstrikes? Like, that's normal in Syria,
Yeah.
you know, and you still got people that still hanging out on rooftops and chilling in Syria, you know, so we enter into a time where we can see a new norm in America, man, to where, you know, what they call shock events can just be a thing of normal, because mass shootings has already been normalized.
Yeah.
You know, people, hey, they shrugged it now. You remember that first school shooting with Lou Wood?
Yeah.
Like the state stopped.
Nationwide.
Yeah. You know, but now they shrug at mass shootings. That's a normal thing. So it's only all right fitting that this thing go to the next level with these shock events, man. And Al Qaeda and ISIS is a normal thing, you know. And then eventually they gonna link us to it. Like the Elder getting into.
Because the early 2000s on back was a different world.
Yeah.
When you watch movies from the 90s and the early 2000s, you kind of get a sense of nostalgia. In a sense, like, man, that was a different reality ago.
Pre-COVID.
Yeah, pre-COVID. Yeah, pre-COVID. It was pre-9/11, pre-C. It was a different reality ago, man. It's a different America. But they frog souped us. So it didn't happen overnight. It's been gradualized into this state that we're in right now. That's how using your phone to buy. Whoever thought you would use your phone to buy a product? Digital scanner.
Right.
You know? All right, you had a precept you holding up.
I got a couple.
Come on, bro.
Shot. All right, first one, just backing off of what the Elder Abai had brought out. This is the book of prophet Isaiah, chapter 43, and verse 2. Begin in verse 1, just so we can let Christians know who he's talking about. But now thus saith Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, that created thee, O Jacob, and he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name, thou art mine. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee.
And that correlates
Kind
with what literally happened in the account of the three holy children.
Yep. So
Walking through the fire.
yeah, so you can apply it, literally,
Yep.
for those of our foreparents that it happened to, and also spiritually,
Yeah.
for what to go through.
Hey, because what is it saying, Sirach? Can the brother hold that real quick before we get to a precept?
Okay.
Sirach 2:5. And it shows you, because Yahweh Shai was with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it shows you Yahweh Shai is with us as we go through the fire.
Yeah.
Like we're watched. It's like he's scoring us in our behavior when we're afflicted.
I got a build up for you.
Let's go, bro.
And this is Zechariah 13:9. And I will bring the third part through the fire.
And that represents the three holy children, three holy sons. The third part, man. All right, and that 1/3 is the third part. The 1/3, man. All right.
And will refine them as silver is refined.
Yep.
And will try them as gold is tried.
Because what does it mean to try something?
Test.
You test it. That's right. Because you have to test the integrity of it.
Right.
Before we put this on the shelf and market it, before Yahweh Shai send us to the Most High, say, here, Abba, we got to get tried. And you try something through the fire.
Which a synonym is to prove.
To prove.
Since you said that, bro. Hey, Isaiah 20:16. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power. Behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believes shall not make haste.
He that believes shall not make haste.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, a tried stone, right?
That's right.
Yahweh Shai was tried.
That's right.
That's what was reading, the account leading to his crucifixion.
Mm-hmm.
That was him being tried, man.
He had the power.
Yeah.
Like he showed great restraint, and that was the lesson in the life of Yahweh Shai. It wasn't to try to keep the law perfect as he did, but was to show restraint and overcome the flesh and Rome. It was the trial, because remember he failed as King Solomon. He failed as Abner, but as Yahweh Shai, he showed complete obedience in every circumstance, man. And this is what we gonna have to go through, even knowing that he was going to be tortured to death, man. You see? So, even in sports and basketball, whether you got a trial, football's a trial, because everybody want to, get the highlight one-hand catch, want to put on an outfit and look cute. But then when coach come out there with no football and say, we just running today, there's a lot of people will leave. Like when I used to play football, be a big crowd out there, 80, 90 people.
Mm.
But when coach come out there, because it look good, do the drills and catch the ball. But then when he come out there with no football and say, we just running bleachers today, their number cut in half. Then the day after, 10, 12 more leave. Then by the time you get through with that week, then you got your team. And that's what the Lord finna do in these times. He finna try out. We finna see everybody want to be cute Israelites now, trending.
TikTok videos.
Head wraps and
Yeah.
big turbans and armbands. We're gonna see when you gotta be outside for 3-4 days in 20-degree weather, man.
Yeah, this the game day right
Yeah.
now, man.
Yeah, the Lord finna try every spirit out, man.
Yeah.
You got it, bro.
Because it's easy, man, when you just, doing videos and things of that nature. But when you are really by yourself, when you're in the midst of Jacob's trouble, when you ain't talked to a brother in weeks, when you ain't had nothing for days,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? When everybody has abandoned you, when you're moving from house to house and things of that nature, that's when it counts. You know what I'm saying? Integrity goes into your innocence. And just harping back on Yahweh Shai, so from 12 through the age of 33, he defeated sin in the flesh. Hence that term tribe, which means what? Proof of stability. And our Baratazal, we have that same spirit to pass our test, because we're all about to be tested.
Man, the Lord is about to bring a true reality check, man. people gonna have to understand that this is the real world, man. The Heavenly Father is about to unplug everybody from the matrix, man, and give them a reality check. Cause you got a lot of men who call themselves being in this truth, but they like in the matrix. Cypher, man. Cypher wanted to be back in the matrix. He didn't want to know what was going on in the real world, so they kind of dibbing and dabbing. They're going in and out, but that's because they're not truly rooted, man. But when the Lord finally unplugs everybody, man, and they just see reality for what it's worth, and that like good times are gone for good, it's gonna be too late.
And you're gonna have so-called brothers that will take that chill.
Yep.
Hey, that's why it says in 1 John 2 and what's that, 15? Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world.
Mhm.
So the times that we've been in this truth, those to purge you out of the world spiritually.
Right.
Just to make you lose your appetite for Babylon.
That's right, bro.
As people say, not to get caught up into the dainties, the king's dainties, man. So we should have been detoxed from the dainty lifestyle of Babylon, man. All right? The brother had a precept
That
on
piece
that.
of one, powerful
Yes,
one,
2
too.
and 5.
Say it again.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
It's the book of Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 2 and verse 5. It says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity."
There goes that furnace of adversity. And this is figuratively speaking. All right, and what we're going through is the furnace of adversity. All right, but just how the angel was there with the three holy children, Yahweh Shai is there with us. All right, he's there with us, watching us, guiding us, showing us signs. You might see 444 pass you. You might see 144. Well, you just had a spirit on you to read, because you was going into a lesson, going into seeing is not believing, something to that effect.
Okay.
And you don't always need to see signs. You should always rely on signs, because this right here is a sign. Just our faith being built up. The sign is like the additive. You know?
That's your Howard Shot talking to you.
Yeah, that's right. Come.
You know, that read, that's, you know, that one-on-one with your Howard Shot. And you, every time you read, you know, you're reading something that's dealing with what you're going through real time. You know, that's your Howard Shot with us in the fire, man. Yeah, the volume of the book. You know? You gotta-
Come. You pop. All right. You can read that again, brother, then you get your precept, bro. Okay. Cause I need to go ahead with your precept.
Okay, this is the Gospel according to St. Matthew. The Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 18. "And ye should be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them."
Cause was not Susanna brought against the governors, or the elders?
Yeah.
All right. Cause her innocence was challenged, man. Her integrity had been challenged, man. And she had to make a choice. She said, if I consent, I transgress against the Most High.
Right.
But if I don't do this thing, I die.
So let me follow along.
She said, it's better I fall into y'all hands.
Kill me.
Hey, that was manly strength, man.
Right.
Can you believe that? That was manly
And
strength.
I'm gonna say that, and for her to have that so-called manly strength, that was the Holy Spirit on her.
Yeah.
That's not feminine nature.
That's
right
not
there.
feminine nature.
That's the Holy
Holy
Spirit
Spirit.
on her. You know, it's going when you think about the mother of the seven sons,
Yeah,
right? How did she?
Yeah.
How was she able to contain her womanish thoughts
She had the
with a
spirit
manly
on her.
stomach? She had the Holy Spirit on her, which again is masculine energy.
Yeah, because most women, if they seen that though, see her children get killed like that, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of them would probably first one probably checked out. When she seen all seven get slain like that,
Yeah.
man, and that's hard, especially for a woman. See, especially that's them your kids, and nobody wants your kid to get hurt though. And the Lord put her through that though. But she went through that, bro, and she gird her along like a man. But that look, she did some a lot of men ain't never done in their life.
And why was you able to do that? There's a token to the type of husband she had.
Yeah.
You know, it show you what type of husband she had for her to be like that and them seven sons to be like that. And that's why it's important for women to be around men of their caliber, man. You know, She was built for them times, so you don't let you know what type of husband she had, man. Even going back to Susanna, like what woman would rather die than commit adultery on their husband? What woman alive today? You know what I'm saying? Like that's tough. When I read that, I was like, God damn.
She was Judah.
Yeah. God
Hey,
damn.
but I lost my train of thought. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, that was it, bro.
No, go. You had a scripture you had.
Yeah, just
I know you had a precept.
Matthew 10 and 28, and fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the spirit.
See, this is what we're being groomed to right here. This is spirit we had to be in when we first came into the truth. The spirit had us in, but now it's getting back to that for sure. Being ready to be offered. You know. All right.
But rather fear him which is able to destroy both the soul and body in hell.
Yep. All right. What does your how about some how side?
Can I match them real fast?
Yep.
Ecclesiasticus 1 and 13. Whoso fears the Lord, it shall go well with him at the last, and he shall find favor in the day of his death.
Yep. So that's that's what I was thinking. Cause you was like, hey, the man, his vibration got put on the woman, and you know, like on this side, Eve sound like a street dude. She talk like a street dude. Cause the 2/3 put his vibration on our women. But in the ancient world, a righteous man put his vibration on a woman.
They call it imprint.
Imprint. The imprint, man.
Hey, can I say this too? And the different now, them and now, they knew why they going through situations. Like, they knew like I done this, so the Lord gonna be like what's the book we reading? Like he said, Lord deal me according to His mercy, whatever.
That's right.
That's right. Like He gonna deal me according to. Now, I ain't do nothing. Why the Lord doing this? But back then, they knew, especially them seven brothers. Yeah, they knew like, man, we sin with past life. Lord gonna judge us for my past life. So they knew that though. They, oh hell no, I ain't do nothing wrong. Oh no, why would Lord do? Lord gonna do that.
What was God?
Yeah. So back then, like she knew, like she knew the situation. Like that's what I'm trying to say, bro. That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
Yeah. Well, every member of the elect, whether men or women, are being built up to a certain level of faith. To be able to withstand whatever's put in front of them.
Cause certain things you can go. As a matter of fact, before I continue, we got your precept, bro.
Okay, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 16, starting verse 24. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me.
Hey, that's the first phase. That's the first phase of death. We killed our Tyrone in Babylon. We killed our archetype. We killed the character that we could have played here in America. We could have all got that taper fade. Some of us could have threw them dreadlocks out, got them tattoos, went into the music industry, went into the professional sports league,
The Hellcat.
drove that Hellcat. All right, we could have been in the corporate America. We could have went into the military. Could have worked offshores. Most brothers in here could have feasibly made 6 figures. Not saying if you don't. Not saying if you do make that you going up, but you get the point I'm making. So hey, read that again, bro.
This is Matthew chapter 16, verse 24. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself
Can I
and
make a
take up
point
his
of point?
cross.
And another way you can deny yourself too is basically when that brother calls and you don't feel like picking up the phone.
Yeah.
When that brother needs that ride, you don't feel like going.
Yep.
When that brother needs that money, you give him your last. You know what I'm saying?
Because that was your house side.
Yeah.
See, we already made this. This is the sacrifice now.
Mhm.
This is the first phase sacrifice. Cause that's then your house side said when I was hungry you fed me.
Yeah.
When I was in prison you bailed me out.
Mhm.
All right, that was your house side.
Mhm.
When you helped the brother out, that was your house side. So those are the brothers that he gonna come back and deliver. All right, we're being tested, man. Like you see these lions all over the poster. It's like a lion is watching you, man. But when you leave the house, a lion is watching you. That lion is your house side, man. All right.
Verse 25. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my name's sake, for my sake shall find it.
So the first token of a brother that's willing to get unalive for the Most High is a brother that was unalive culturally in Babylon for the Most High. Because what does it say in Colossians, the 3rd chapter? For ye are dead, and your life is here with Yahweh Shai. Well, it doesn't mean literally dead. It means that you put your life on hold to live with Yahweh Shai in the kingdom. So that was the first offering right there. You know? So if you could give up the culture of Babylon, if you could give up the pleasures of the Roman Empire, all right, it's easier to give up this thing when the brother said the matrix gets unplugged, man. When they turn off the matrix, you already unplugged. Hey, apostles like, hey, apostles, they got us not going out through the spirit. Because why wait to jump in the woods? We can just jump in the woods. But that's it, bro. That's all I got.
If I could say, because it say, for whosoever will, save his life, shall lose it. And that's going to be, the ones who's going to take their karate, man. They're going to be seeking to have some comfort, some sense of normalcy, being able to get things, the necessities. So they're going to, take their karate to save their life. But, when you read Revelation 14th chapter, it goes into that wrath that the Lord is going to bring for those who take that mark, man. So if you're seeking to save your life and you think you're getting that karagma, you're going to be able to live comfortably again, you're wrong, man. Because the Lord has a judgment for those who take that mark, man.
I can't say still though. If you do take it though, basically you get your legacy or
Your allegiance to
Allegiance.
yeah to Esau. Basically,
Yeah.
that's what you really did though. You gave your power, your will to him. And Lord don't like the first in Exodus, first commandment, don't have other God before me. And basically, when you do that, you put anybody before you, how about shine? That's a problem, regardless. And that's one thing he hate. And that's the reason we in captivity, because we saw some of the other guys start bullshitting. Be real, we start bullshitting. So some of the guys this and this. And that's why we in the predicament we in now.
In the first place.
That's and that's the whole thing about it. And that's one thing he hate. Don't put no other guy before him.
Right.
All right.
And then after you receive it, you're gonna feel like Judas.
Yep.
As soon as you get it, you're gonna feel like Judas
Yeah.
because you knew the truth and you still betrayed Yahweh.
You supposed to holler out like Susanna.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
She cried out.
And there was a life decision she made.
Yep.
And she had in her connotation, she knew, she was very well aware. It wasn't like a reflexive scream.
No.
She had to make a decision.
Yep.
If I go through with this, I transgress against Yahweh Bashma Shai. But if I don't go through with this, what's that?
I could die.
I could die.
Mhm.
So then she screamed.
Right.
Yeah.
And that show you that the Apocrypha is part of the scripture.
Yeah, bro.
Because that goes back to the law, her
Yeah, law,
screaming
yeah.
like that.
That the rape.
That's right. That's right. Come on, man.
For a great, my man.
Hey, man, that's the zeal I want to have, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've been thinking of the last few days how serious this thing is, how you kind of get lax, man, and you wake back up, man. Bro, this is the only thing that you want to fight for, man.
Yeah.
This is the thing you want to live for, man.
You see it through the spirit. We already that woman crying out, sighing and crying.
Yeah,
All the abominations done in the midst of
that's
us.
right.
So Lord willing, we're gonna be that same women that cry out. When, Esau tried to introduce an MOTB system. And that's the ultimate way of selling your soul by bowing down to this MOTB system.
You fully letting this man penetrate you, man. You know? And that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be the ultimate adultery, getting that seed.
Because right. Because the scripture also goes into if a man entice a maid.
Yep.
See, right now he's enticing,
Mm-hmm.
even with black culture, even with just the world, you know,
The
just
American dream.
the American
Yeah.
dream.
Yeah.
He's enticing a maid.
Yeah.
But then that actual act has to take place.
Mhm.
So now that actual act is going to take place, but we're already in the era of enticing.
Bro, you know when you said Tyson, y'all think about it. With your credit card now, you can pay
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
It's part of Tyson. You can do it so easy now.
That's right.
That's part of Tyson now. And now it's convenient. So now you'll be like, hey, here we go. Take it. It is how it is though. So
That's
You know,
right.
Hosea 4 and 6 coming, man. I go, what people destroy for lack of knowledge.
Yep.
Because, Jacob, in his mind, he really think he can finesse Yahweh Shem outside. Because, it's been questions like, well, what if I take it out? If they get the karagma and call themselves taking it out, like, that exempts them.
Well, look at this. If you guys look at, if your woman committed adultery, I'm saying once he go in, he in there.
He in there.
Ain't no reversing that it don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you take it out when you come. Yeah, she in your car come and take it out. Like no,
It's
you
done.
done already committed the act. It's
It-
done.
It stayed within Jeremiah that land polluted.
Yeah, you know it.
Or like saying they use the rubber.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? They do it raw. Like you know, he still in
He in there,
there.
man.
You had the scripture, bro?
Yeah, real quick. This is Romans 8:29. It said, "For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the
Well, Will, that's
firstborn."
us, man.
Yeah.
All the Balthazar, man. 'Cause, bro, we didn't come this far for goddamn nothing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So if we a little sleep, it's time to goddamn wake up and do what's required, man. And it's more than videos and things of that nature. It's about your spiritual conduct and effort. But goddamn, you want a video, hey, those are brownie points. Because
No, go ahead, bro.
because at the end of the day, man, you want your house shop to continue to mediate for you and your family. So if you love you and your family, you're gonna do what's required.
Well, in the video also, just to add, it's showing your mindset. It's showing what your mindset is. Because is it part of our religion to do videos? Is that like our religion? No, it's a manifestation of your mindset. And we only have one time to do this. We only have one time to. Don't you know we're reading about us in the scriptures? When they loved not their lives to the death, who's they reading about? And they stood so stiffly for the name. Who's there? Who are we reading about? Ezekiel 37. The sinews came upon the flesh of the dry bones. Come on, man. So don't you want to fully manifest who you are in this book?
Magnify your office.
Magnify your office.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I was 9, 10 years old, I didn't know what I was reading when I was reading Revelation about a city burning and she. Now I know. So now,
The thing of the MOTB.
Yeah.
Like we done all grew up. You know, you remember them little church cartoons that have everybody with a 666 on their head.
we didn't know what it was.
But now we know, like
Now we
we
know.
we know the reality of it.
And we're reading about us.
Yep.
So do you believe? Like, isn't there like a Jackson State logo slogan?
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
But I hear like people in the battle rap world like, do you believe?
Yeah.
So if you really believe, you're reading about you in the scriptures.
Hey, another one of their slogans is you know, you pass through the campus, it says welcome to thee. Well, thee mean you.
Yeah.
And you know Jackson means son of Jacob.
Woo!
The name Jackson.
It does.
You know.
Hey, but Jackson is like the #1 population for who? Jake. Jake, man. Hey, Ellie, I should go crazy over this, man. But the point is, if you believe that it's you are reading about, why wouldn't you go hard? Ooh,
And then as prophets, you prophesy.
you probably right.
Mechanics work on cars all day.
That's right.
Your profession.
Yeah, your profession.
I did feel this morning. You know, Denzel. Y'all seen Training Day, right? We said you wanna go home, you wanna go to jail. Do we wanna go home or do we basically wanna die? So you go home. You wanna go home. The reason you wanna go home. And the Lord gave us this knowledge and understanding of Him. And all he wants to do what push His truth. He wants us to do His will for Him. So we're gonna do whatever it takes to as brother always say, get the spiritual brownie points to be a part of the leg. So we're gonna do that. We want to go home. We want to go home. So you want to do what we need to do, whatever it takes to go home, be part of his leg.
Hey, like when your dad came home, you wanted to make sure that he saw that the room was squeaky clean. He could. And if you ever been under a male, if you was the apprentice working under a man, a lot of Jays got that perfection of the spirit. Yeah, you overdid it, and because he's not satisfied until it's a certain standard. So you don't want to have your work and your side get here was like, you know what I mean? And in the back of your mind is like, damn, I knew I was kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be copper. I don't want to be Brad Wood. I want to be gold. I want to be gold. You know, not just doing videos, reading, coming together, doing. I want to be gold, man. And ultimately, yeah, Zahab. That's my Hebrew name is gold. But ultimately, I want to stand stiffly for Yahweh Shai in the hour of my temptation.
You want to get that job well done.
I want to get the job well done, man.
Because it really is to the point to where our daily life should pour over into the videos, and the videos should pour over to our daily life, man. Because this is who we are. It's no more just going through the motions, no more just mimicking what we're seeing. It's expressing who we are on camera, what we're becoming on camera. And what we're saying on camera, it translates to our real life, man.
And if you don't have that spirit, also you still saying something?
Oh, I'm just going to give an account about Bashar real quick.
Yeah.
Man, when I was about 7 or 8, I used to stay over there across from Harding Middle School, Provine, over there, Hughes Field. And it was this Jake. And I was just getting into football. I used to be in my grandma's house and watch across the street. And Jake would be out there by himself, just practicing kick returns. Wasn't no ball or nothing. But he'd act like he was catching the ball, and then he'd just do a bunch of kick returns back to back to back. Yeah. And then come Friday night, because we used to be able to watch the game from the gate. Then they kicked the ball to him. I said, it makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like nobody's seen because you gotta think it's a whole city doing what they doing, but he was out there by himself. I'm talking about for hours, just practicing kick return. So when it came Friday night, the crowd going crazy, but nobody knows the work he was putting in by himself. You know, so
That's right.
like the crowd see the videos. You know, when you go live, that's the stands packed. Like right now, the stands packed. But when the cameras go off, what are we doing?
They don't see the reading,
Nah.
the looking up words.
Nah.
The several times you had to start over.
Yeah.
Sleeping, you sleeping. You know what I'm saying?
But but what are we doing? We bringing down the walls of Jericho.
That's right.
Because sometimes you get so caught up in the order, and you forget why there's an order. Baal and the dragon. We're bringing down a system. We're bringing down a beast system. This is an army versus their army, but it's a tech war. Cause you remember we used to watch Power Rangers, like on a 20th rendition of it, it was like Power Rangers in space. This is a satellite war. This is the war of signals. So he's had his war attack with his media, but now we're counter-attacking his media. Kevin Samuels, Charleston White, Dr. Umar, and all these big faces you see, they've all been fed from us. Tommy Sotomayor, most of those guys, they came from the spirit. All right? So this is a war. It's a tech war. It's a digital war. So the day you don't do a video, that's the day you didn't shoot nothing. You know what I mean? Like it's bigger than like you're in the trenches, but you don't understand the grand scheme of this thing, man.
And each brother is a very big part. You know, you're an integral part to this war, man. You know,
Because you got Ahmed in the Roman Empire, right? Because he was of the Ottoman Empire, but he was scaling the Roman wall. Don't you know we're spiritually shooting cannons at the Roman wall? One brother might actually light the wick that goes into the cannon, but another brother might be next to that cannon, might be making sure it aims straight. So it might be 3, 4, 5, 6 different brothers by one weapon. You see?
Already reloaded.
One ready to reload, one ready to say cannonball. You know what I mean?
And
So
when them cannons went fire, he was pissed.
yep.
When them cannons stopped firing, he didn't want to hear them excuses that them guys had for them cannons not firing. He said, old boy, remember we were watching it, and them cannons went down and cracked. And then he told them, give me 2 days. He said, you got 1. Then walked out, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how Howard Shai is, man. Like, you know, trying to hear all that shit, get them cannons firing.
Because I'm sorry,
No, you got it.
whatever distracting you, that was your little goodie bag. That was your little, what do you call it, little meal on demand for soldiers? MRA? Yeah, that's your little MRA. Your woman, your job, you're not supposed to get complacent with that.
Nah.
That's to keep energy in your body so you can go back to your cannon. All right, you got it, bro.
This 2 Corinthians 10:4 in the GNT, the weapons we use in our fight are not the world's weapons, but Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua's powerful weapons. which we use to destroy strongholds. We destroy false arguments. We pull down every proud obstacle.
Wait a minute, Esau is a so-called white man. Yahweh Shai is a so-called white man. You're, the black culture, our feminism, these are false arguments. These are false arguments.
Democracy, Christianity.
Don't you understand? This is a propaganda war. We're challenging our propaganda. Nobody else ever said this man was not a so-called white man. Nobody else ever said that we were African Americans. On a global platform, there was never, nobody ever challenged the small hands narrative of existence. Don't you understand? We're the first people to challenge the small hands narrative of existence beyond Islam. This is a propaganda war.
As a point also for warfare in the Greek, it goes into the duties of the apostles.
It's important.
Yeah.
Like you said, we no longer running with his narrative now.
Right.
At one point in time, he would just get over the masses by just saying something and nobody challenged his authority.
Right.
And now we're doing it through the spirit now.
That's why he want to take down TikTok. Because it's challenge every time something makes the news, it's a TikToker breaking it down.
Yeah, it's not you personality niggas, it's the prophets,
That's
man.
Yeah.
It's the prophets
Yeah.
causing this havoc,
Yeah.
man. At the end of the day, they want YouTube, they want all this shit off, man.
Got the boy on the back foot,
Yeah.
you know.
What's that boy, the Rothschild? What'd he say the worst thing they did?
With
Uh,
the internet.
David
Rockefeller, was like Rockefeller, was the creation of the internet, man.
Just it's a weapon, man.
Right.
The fact that you as an individual get out work and upload a video and send it to, come on, man.
In their kingdom.
Cause this
Right.
is the same. Cause remember, there was no answer for the enchantments that was going out against our people, man. You know, going back to the black exploitation era, really from the feminist movement, but from the crack era to the black exploitation era, there was no defense for our people against these enchantments, man. So now that you have YouTube and the prophets have invaded the airways through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, we're gaining ground. Every time an Israelite is converted, it's like conquering land. When you conquer the mind of an Israelite that was enchanted, okay, by the enchantments of Esau Edom, that's like conquering territory in the war, man.
And what's that scripture when it talks about in the spiritual realm how it's a rejoice?
Yeah.
Yeah, the angels rejoice.
And when one spirit is
Yeah.
converted,
Yeah.
you know?
Because one Israelite man gonna be 1,000.
That's right.
Yeah.
So really, you one Israelite man that's convert, that's the future, 1,000. So
Yeah.
that's a big win. When you convert an Israelite man, that's a big win. When we teach, we're pouring into Israelite men.
And teaching is spiritual power.
Mhm.
That is spiritual resurrection. When the Elder Gazak is teaching me or taught me and I'm able to understand, that's a spiritual resurrection, man.
Because you zapped them out of that demonic state,
The dead state.
that dead state,
Mhm.
that Frankenstein state,
Right.
that they call Tyrone thing, you know.
Right.
You zapped them through the spirit.
And the Lord code, cause you put the spirit upon Esau, he came up with the concept of YouTube. You probably thought it'd be like for dance tutorials.
Yeah.
Do that goddamn Soldier Boy crank that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All these type of
He was one of the
videos.
first videos.
Yeah. But really, he used that for his own faith.
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
because it's like we're reverse engineering that archetype.
Yeah.
Hey, that's how when Obama was in office and America flew their drone to Afghanistan, but it had to go over Iran, and Iran landed their drone, and they reverse engineered. Now Iran got the best drone, system in the world. You know, even Russia get their drones from Iran, but it began with them intercepting that American drone, reverse engineered, and now they got the best drones in the world. Now, as this word goes out, it's intercepting niggas, pimps, hoes, and now they the best people in the world.
Yeah, and we're going back
You know?
to what the elder had mentioned earlier. Elder Zai mentioned earlier. You know, he that diggeth a pit shall fall therein. So you know, by Esau Edom creating this internet, you know, it was a form of him bringing about his own destruction. You know, but going back to what the spirit is pushing. That's why all of us have to be active, man. Because because what if this the year? None of us want to had that mind like, man, I ain't doing nothing.
Could have done more.
You know.
That's right.
Hey, can I get Psalms 19 where brothers get their precepts out of school?
Yeah, come. I'm gonna let these two brothers get theirs.
You got a little bit more to see.
All right, go ahead, bro.
All right, this back in 2 Corinthians 10:4 in the GNT. The weapons we use in our fight are not the world's weapons, but Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai's powerful weapons.
It's the doctrine, man. It's the truth. And it has put a big dent in everything Esau has stood up for. You know, this is the reason why they're pushing for the so-called New World Order, man. Because he's actually going into Revelation 12 and 12. He knows he has a little time. Why? Because the prophet is here. Go ahead, bro.
You know, 2 Thessalonians 2, that goes how the wicked should be revealed.
Yeah.
Our Lord should consume him with what the spirit
Out
of
of his mouth.
You know,
That's the
it's
prophets.
prophets. It says, which we use to destroy strongholds, we destroy false arguments, we pull down every proud obstacle.
If I could say something, the stronghold is on Israel's minds.
Mhm.
You know. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, going back to what the priest Ayasha had said, you know, we reverse engineering, you know, this internet, because basically each Israelite that's converted, you done freed them from the matrix, man. And it's far more powerful than what we think, you know, because each Israelite, before they wake up to the truth, they're under a demonic spell, man. They have an enchantment on them, you know?
And Esau, I speak as a man, but I can't watch YouTube without them bringing out something about Lil Durk, King Von, some street culture stuff. It's at least one video, and it's like they always pushing that.
Yeah.
And it's like they pushing the dark energy back at us. We push out Yahweh Shai, but they want to counter that with the street energy, man.
It's heavy in the algorithm.
Yeah.
Those type of videos you stated.
Yeah.
You know? But that's crazy, like with the King Bud videos, but they don't get their videos taken out for like crime videos or hate speech or something like that, you know.
Right.
But we will. You know, so it says we pull down every proud obstacle that's raised against the knowledge of Yahweh Ba'ashem Shai. We take every thought captive and make it obey Yahweh Shai.
Mhm.
Reverse engineering
That's
it.
right.
All right. And
That's beautiful.
Yep. Levant. Captain Levant.
Okay, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is the one who reads the words of this prophecy aloud.
But the spirit has to be with you to understand it. Yahushua literally has to sup with you. You know, and once he starts supping with you, you understand. Meaning what you have that spiritual enlightenment and you see from that point how you was in the congregation of the dead.
Right. And that goes back also into doing the videos, man. Because this is for everybody. Because aloud goes into for everyone to hear. And by doing video, you can't just see everybody in the world. So this video, the unicorn, this truth is going to reach everybody. And we speak in prophecy. So it's going out, man. And blessed are those who read, who hear, and obey these things written in it, because the time is near. And we're near the end, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Jacob's trouble is on the horizon, the Karagma, WW3, and the glorious return of Yahweh Shai. And that's what we're waiting on, man. So, blessed are the brothers who diligently doing this work through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? And bless all those brothers and sisters who hear this word and receive it and turn away from wickedness and walk in the ways of righteousness, man.
So look, bro, this is what I realized. Fight the good fight of faith. You know, and really what you're doing, you're fighting to stay woke. Because when you get rocked back to sleep, you don't even realize it. It's one thing to be in the truth per se, and it's nothing to be woke. Like your spirit is woke, like you're active. You know, because you can't get lackadaisical. It's a temptation. Don't feel too bad. It's a temptation.
It happened all of
Yeah, we fall into sinkholes that we didn't see coming, man.
Because hey, when you think about us being active as far as us doing videos, it's to keep the word on your mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but, you know, when you ain't active, you know, what are you doing?
Because your mind is going with the algorithm of the matrix. It's going with the pattern of the matrix. So the only thing that stops that flow is Yahweh Shai. So the moment you immerse your mind into the word, now you're going counterclockwise to the matrix, man. You know, so your mind is already wicked. Esau has your mind down to a science. The only thing that interrupts the program is Yahweh Shai. So we have to make Yahweh Shai our reality, man. You know?
And like the brother had brought up too, the big point, you know, on reading, you know, the spirit been pushing reading, that's the one-on-one with Yahweh Shai, you know. We got to continue to read too.
Yep.
And that's going to keep brothers, being productive,
Yeah.
you know, because it's on your spirit.
You're right.
the most potent form of Yahushua.
We dating them, man.
Yep. I got a quick definition real quick. Going to everybody talks about frequency. So when you go into frequency, it says this is the Elamon line from the 1640s. It says fact of occurring often. It says rate of recurrence, especially of a vibration. So what you frequently do
Yeah.
becomes your frequency, and it puts you on a certain vibration, man.
Yeah.
You know. So we want to be on the frequency of Yahushua. You know, like the apostle, and going back into it, it shields us from, because it keeps us so occupied that we out the loop of the enchantments. You know, and when we cleave to, because Elder Baya always going to it. These demons, they fear Yahushua. So we always around Yahushua. These demons really don't have access to it. You know, Job, the Most High had to disarm Job for Satan to get to him. But Job, just going by his day to day, the Lord didn't pretty much disarm their hedge around Job. Satan couldn't get to him because Job was always in the spirit.
And pray to the Most High. If something is not supposed to be in your life, to get rid of it. Pray like, if X, Y, Z is not supposed to be in my life, take it from me. Because I came into this truth because of you. I'm here on this earth because of you. If thy right hand offend thee, cut it off. You know?
This is our purpose. Our rocks is
This is our purpose. Brother, any more precepts?
Yeah, I have one.
No, so you get your precept, then you get your precept, we'll get our last round.
Yeah, you can, bro.
Too.
No, it don't matter, bro.
You
You
can,
can do
bro.
that.
I'm
I
good.
want to read down the second one though.
Okay.
This is Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. For the word of the Most High is lively and powerful. It is sharper than a two-edged sword, cutting between the soul and
So,
spirit.
you said the word of the Most High is lively and powerful. Lively. If you're spiritually dead, it can give you life. Understanding requires what? That spiritual resurrection.
It is sharper than a two-edged sword, cutting between soul
What
and
does that
spirit.
mean? Meaning, if I get on to L to Z one day, well, hell, I may get cut myself. You see what I'm saying? So basically, hey, as you correcting others, you got to make sure yourself is on point. But it starts with yourself.
And the correction is healing.
Yeah.
Because correction, your flesh be all shaken up, but it actually getting healed.
Mm-hmm.
You send them bitters down your throat, man, those bitters down your soul. It's like shit.
Toxin coming out.
Them toxins coming out.
Demons coming out.
Them demons coming out, man. So now it's like, oh, my head is clear now.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was on point, but I wasn't on point. But now I'm on point because rebuke is like fire.
That brother just saved my life.
Yeah, that brother just saved my life, man.
That's how your immune system is.
Yeah.
When you get like cut or something, the white blood cells like, oh shit, we gotta go over here and fix this. This is the problem. We didn't know it was there.
Yep.
But now they know it's there, your body starts to heal.
And then you have something called inflammation. Go back to flame. Flames, fire. So inflammation is your body going to war against the toxin in your body. Same thing with a fever. Fever is hot. That's your body heating up to sweat out toxins or whatever it may have you. I don't know that much about it, but I know that.
Right, to kill the infection.
To kill the infection. So hey, as you evolve, you learn not to be so scared of rebukes and so scared of certain things because it's a cleansing agent.
Look forward to it.
Yeah, and then when it happens, it's like, oh, my head is clear. Damn, where I've been at all this time.
So like the body healing itself.
Yeah. The body healing itself, man.
Really, you weren't supposed to kill the fever.
You're not supposed
Let
to.
it play out.
Yep.
What Esau does with his so-called meds.
You
Break
get
your
tired
feet,
of
try to
that
break it.
Yeah,
deal.
the lead and all that.
Yeah. Because really, it's purging you, at the end of the day, man. So how much more in the spirit when we get corrected?
Yep. Go ahead.
Between the joints and marrow, it exposes our innermost thoughts and desires.
Say exposes. Yeah, so the spirit addresses everything, man.
That's right.
And that's why, going back to what the beloved Apostle Art said, what is it like? Almost 3 weeks ago now. 3 weeks, dealing with our videos, and the whole body was getting addressed. But then by that part getting attacked, it exposed other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because really, it's just all about building us all up, man.
And
You know what I'm saying?
I just thought about something. If you could FaceTime your boo out every day, most days FaceTime their boo at least once a day. You can pick up this phone and put your face on live, like you go 5, 10, you know what I mean? But it's about where your heart is at.
That's it, man.
It was a ripple effect, you know. And then like, because when you go into the scriptures, it say expose your desires, you know. So as you go into the scriptures, you see, you know, Yahweh Shah taught daily that was his desire. Susanna was willing to die, you know, rather than to betray her husband. That was her desire, you know. So as the scriptures go into us being diligent, because diligent just show where your desire is, you know.
Yeah.
Like I said, that Jake, you know, what they was doing, I thought he was crazy at first. Then it didn't make sense till I seen the game. You know, that's like one of the things that made me fall in love with the game. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the scriptures show where your desires are. Even like Jake on TikTok scoffing, they're scoffing because the word done expose something in them that they hate the scriptures.
Yeah.
You know, so the word is exposing people in the world, the elites, brothers that ain't right. Like the scriptures gonna go through everything. Like the scriptures say how Jerusalem, he go to Jerusalem with camels.
Con.
Yeah.
You know, you go
Yeah, but just the lamb back. You said that what that Jay was doing, it didn't make sense to the game.
Yeah.
And just like what we doing, it's not gonna fully make sense into this society or that.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it's gonna fully like, whoa.
Until it rains.
Yeah.
Like Noah.
Do you know how many people know who we are, and like at the grocery store,
Yeah.
and they don't say nothing?
Yeah.
Cause we don't even realize like the impact of what we're doing, cause we're doing it. Like I don't think Jordan knew the impact of what he was doing when he was playing. It wasn't until he retired, look back at some of the videos.
Yeah.
But it's people who spot us like, I be seeing you.
But you made a point a while back though, Zaquan, that had hit me, cause I think we were talking about how like Mississippi don't have like a major league team, so to speak, like you know NBA and NFL.
Yeah.
But I had said that to you, I think, but then you were like, but Mississippi got the profits. You know what I'm saying? So this really what we doing is gonna blow up in everybody's face.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? When the Lord says it's time.
If I could just add too, and it's true, just going back to what you were saying, it's cerebral. You know, everything starts off in the mind. The kingdom of heaven really started off with an idea.
Yeah.
You know, this is an idea that we have that we believe in the spirit. You know, and then we have to look at our pages like that fig tree. Remember when Yahushua wanted the figs, and then the tree didn't bear no figs, what did he do? You know, he destroyed the fig tree.
Right.
You know, and then for us that's not doing the work, you don't want him to basically destroy you, removing you from this truth.
Well, in our law, if you got a son, it's a glutton
Yeah.
and a wine bibber,
What you gotta do?
you gotta stone him. He's not productive. What you say, bro?
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here.
And if I can add,
Baby boy.
because going back to that Jake, because if y'all could have seen him, you would have swore there was a whole field of players out of the way he was cutting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm young, cause you know your imagination be. So I'm looking at it, and it's like it's real players out there. Like I'm questioning, you know, is it real people? Like how is he? Well, he was cutting this out like that, but it was real in here.
Yeah.
Like he was out there by himself, but in his mind, he was in the game.
But then it manifested that Friday night.
Yeah.
So pretty much, he was a visionary. You know? That's how we got to be through the spirit. Before the prophets were called prophets, what were they called?
Seers.
Seers.
This is Matthew chapter 6, starting at verse 21. For where your treasure is, there your heart be also.
I love that scripture, man. And so if you worldly, all you gonna think about is the world. The women, the cars, the money, the partying, you know, the drinking, the smoking, or whatever, you know. But if you are of the spirit, that's all you're gonna think of. Shooting the videos, fellowshipping, reading, looking up words, studying, praying, fasting. That's how it works. You only have really two worlds. You got the world of Satan and you have the world of Yahweh.
Straight facts.
That's it.
I'm mocking him. Go ahead, Halak.
The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thy eye be single, thy whole body should be full of light.
And that's another thing the scriptures expose. Because scripture said a man's gait, his attire, his excessive leather,
Oh, yes, right.
shows the type of man he is. So you could give a narrative as to who you are, but your actions show where your heart is.
Right. So
You know?
if I'm measuring a prophet by his YouTube page and by his TikTok page, I'm gonna say this nigga's of the world.
Yeah. At the end of the day, you have to pick up your phone and pick up that TikTok video.
The same phone you can do videos
Yeah.
on.
It's
You said the
energy at
camp,
the
yeah,
end.
yeah.
Now it's energy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You put more of your energy into some worldly shit.
And hey, look, when you're in this truth, you're not gonna be as appealing. That's just the nature of it.
Yeah.
And look, brothers have made the adjustments and all that, for whatever. But when you're in this truth, man, you're not gonna have that fan base. It is what it is. It's part of the sacrifice. It feels good when you to the flesh when people come at you a certain way and you got that charisma about you and stuff. But Yahweh Shai came on a donkey. Oh, I'm sorry, I can ask. Same thing.
You're right.
It's a reason. He didn't come as King Solomon. King Solomon was there, so he was dripped out.
Yeah.
But King Solomon went off.
Yeah.
But in order for Yahweh Shai to please the Most High and do it right, he had to humble down.
Yeah, it was about the inward man.
Yeah,
Right.
right. Remember how people tried to crown him as king?
Yup.
Yeah.
Where he dispersed from
Yeah.
them.
Because he knew that, because he failed as king twice. King Adam, King Solomon.
That's right.
So now, the Heavenly Father, now you got to get it right in captivity. You got to be obedient in captivity. Because when I gave you the kingdom, you failed. So now you got to work your way from the bottom up. Show me you really want this. Because if you born a king, you don't have to go through the trenches to get it. You see, but now that we born in captivity as Yahweh Shai, now we got to show that we want it. And that goes into putting off, as the elder brother talking about, man. You got to put off the flesh, put off the desire to be that guy. Just the fact that you can put off that desire to be that guy for gaining this world, to being dead to this world, because we're dead to the praise of niggas. We can never get the praise of niggas doing this. We gotta accept that. We can never be appealing to the nigga woman doing this. We gotta accept that. So really, like, if you still so active on TikTok or whatever, there's something in you still want the praise of the world, man.
Their
Yeah.
faces, they mind still in captivity.
They've never been liberated.
They haven't been liberated. Yep.
It's precepts. Go ahead, Captain. Oh, the hell out.
But if the eye be evil, that whole body should be full of darkness.
If your mind is evil, basically it's full of darkness. So if you're engulfed in the world, then you're actually evil, man.
I'm gonna say it's like
No, go ahead, bro.
I would think about that. I'm meant to shoot you for a lesson. The world undefeated. Like, who died within the world? And y'all going back to Adam, King Solomon,
Yeah,
undefeated.
yeah.
What's the guy that left Paul because he loved his current
Demons.
Demons.
Demons. Yeah.
Demons.
We gotta look his name up, bro.
The world undefeated.
Hey,
Like, you
Demons
can't,
said,
yeah,
man,
you
fuck.
can't
Yeah.
play around in the world and think like there's like Jake to try to beat the dope game. It's undefeated.
Yeah.
You gonna die or you gonna go to prison.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Can you imagine Apostle Paul taking demons with him to
Yeah.
different cities to condemn everybody?
Oh boy.
And demons like,
But
yeah.
look how he felt. He said, "Demons has forsaken me." You
That boy got lost in the salt,
y'all looked it up. It's Colossians 4:14.
Colossians 4:14.
Yeah, man. So that's why not being in the world, doing these lessons, making this our life, it keeps us from the world because the world is undefeated, man. Look at Jake in the industry, man. No Jake is unscathed that went to that industry, man.
And they all thought they was gonna outsmart.
Yeah. Chappelle, he thought
Yeah.
like, oh, he got integrity.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yep.
He went back and like, you can't, it ain't no angle that you can take. The world undefeated, man. And the only one that defeated the world was who? Yahweh Shai. So we have to follow the blueprint of Yahweh Shai. Other than that, ain't no defeating this world outside of Yahweh Shai.
Hey, bro, I'm saying, you can't beat Vegas.
Nah,
You can't beat Vegas.
nah,
You can't defeat the world from being within the world.
nah,
Nobody has ever defeated the world from being within the world.
nah.
No rapper ever said, I'm gonna go in the industry, I'm gonna play the game, and I'm gonna come out rapping the real rap.
Nah.
They all failed.
They gonna wind up
One
with
hit
sacrifice.
wonders.
Yeah.
One hit wonders, or yeah, they get deleted.
Yep.
I got that Demas too, Captain Bite.
Go ahead, bro.
Let me play the Strongs.
What's that? The Greek.
Come.
Man, read the precept Bible shop. Then you get that definition.
It's Colossians chapter 4 and verse 14. It says, Luke, the beloved physician, and Demas greet you. Alright, and what that goes into, Demas, under outline of biblical usage.
What is the scripture where it say,
He left
forsaken?
the
Strong
forsaken.
G,
No.
12:14. Demas.
Alright, it says, governor of the people, a companion of Paul who deserted the apostle when he was a prisoner at Rome and returned to Thessalonica.
It says governor of the people. You know, worldly. You know?
And that's heavy you said that because when you go a little further, it got belonging to Ceres, and that's like the goddess of grain and agriculture, which goes into a waxy fleshly covering at the base of the upper beak in some birds.
Fleshly cover.
Yeah, that's what stood out. So he was worldly, man. He was fucking worldly.
Because agriculture now, you know, it's just, because you go back then, agriculture was the wealth of that time, which is the wealth now, but you have the delusional wealth, which is money, you know? So now,
2 Timothy 14.
going back, because it's not the actual money that our people are addicted to, it's the lifestyle that our people are addicted to.
Yeah.
That's why you have people, like in Hollywood, they'll be broke, but they still live these lifestyles.
Mm-hmm.
Cause it don't even be the money that Jake in love with. It be the lifestyle that money open them up to.
That's what it is.
You know, that's why you have Jake living check to check in Hollywood, living a certain lifestyle.
Ain't that so?
Hey, priest, well, what about Yahweh Shai? With the young man? The young man said, I did this, I did this, I keep this law, keep this law. So Yahweh Shai said, you know what? Hey, that's good, but forsake everything and follow me. He was like, man, hell.
Yeah. So he walked away sorrowful.
Give all
A
this
couple weeks he said, where your money is, that's where your heart is.
Mhm.
That's where your spirit is.
Yeah,
And what you put your all into in frequency,
yeah,
that's what you're gonna be.
that's right.
And right here for GotQuestions.org goes into who was Demas in the Bible. Just get to the point. It says the Greek verb used in the original implies that Demas had not merely left Paul, but had left him in the lurch. That is, Demas had abandoned Paul in the time of need. The apostle was in prison, facing a death sentence. That's when Demas chose to set sail. Undoubtedly, Paul was deeply let down by Demas. It's never easy to see a friend and associate in whom you place your trust forsake you in the midst of hardship.
Yeah, and that show you like, and that's why Jacob's trouble is needed, because it's gonna purge away everything and everybody around us that ain't right, man. You know, because that means demons been wrong to leave. It was just the perfect time when Paul got jammed up.
And remember, 2 Timothy 4:10 said he loved the world.
Yeah,
So all he needed was a fucking excuse.
yeah.
Damn, Z never was like gonna get out tomorrow. I'm gonna go back to the crib.
To back you up. It said the separation caused by Demas' desertion of Paul was not merely spatial, but spiritual. Demas left Rome because he fell in love with the world. In other words, Demas chose the corrupt value system of the unsaved world over what heaven values.
See, he believed in what he saw.
And wrong.
Hey, Rome was a mother.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
I
man.
want to have fun.
Yeah. Rome was lit, man. And it's the same, and Yahweh Shai was in the same circumstances we was in, man. You know, he was in Rome, okay? Sports was popular, okay? Having mansions and status and clout. They even had social media, you know, because they will post certain things on in the public square, you know, different readings. You can go to the public square and see different readings, just like you can go to the Facebook community and see different threads, okay? So all these things that we go through now, it's just digital now. But
Right.
Yahweh Shai went through it.
And Apostle Paul basically, hey, you see, you know, we know he was a spiritual advocate of Yahushua because we see all his works in the New Testament. But at the same time frame, he watched sports. You know, he knew about boxing, he knew about the race and things of that nature, but he wasn't engulfed in that, man.
Then the Hebrew man was knowledgeable a lot of things anyway.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you go back to Daniel.
Yeah, around it, man.
Yeah.
And then Jake came from all demographics of life back in
Right.
ancient Rome. Because Apostle Paul, he would have been upper middle class. You know, his family had land in Rome. That's why he was able to be practice a Pharisee, even though he was a Roman citizen. Because if you had your own land, you can practice your religion in Rome. Okay, and then you had what? You had zealots that followed Yahushua. So you had upper middle class from zealots. So that's why there's no excuse in this thing, man. You know, ain't nobody too important. Like we went into Daniel. Nobody had more worldly responsibility than Daniel. So when you go into the Bible, it condemns any excuse that we can think of, man. You know, because our forefathers done did it, man. You know. Yeah, bro.
Let me finish this off. Just one more verse. I'm gonna finish this verse off and then get that verse. If therefore the light, if therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, now how great is that darkness?
Hey, Demas had a twinkle in his eye for Rome. You know? See the fact that he deserted, you know, the Apostle Paul, that means it was always there. So he just waited for the perfect moment to go back to what he truly desired, man. You know? And hey, we in a situation now where there's people around us, they just wait for that moment, man, to do what they really want to do. Like, hey, it's people around us that they mind already made up, they gonna get their seat here. They mind already made. They just waiting for opportunity.
Especially when that's them smart cities get erected.
Oh yeah.
Let's have to work on that, yeah.
Yeah, and then if y'all do let us know, man, y'all can bring us some bread or something.
Yeah.
Damn.
We're gonna use the hell out of this world.
Don't use
You got it, bro.
Verse 21, last verse. No man can serve two masters, but either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
Going back to what, if I could just add real quick, going back to what Shaquat was saying, Elder Shaquat, because it's too much energy.
Yep.
Because eventually you're gonna burn out.
Yeah, because two conflicting interests. What Yahushua wants to bring to the world conflicts with what Esau got going on.
Okay.
You know? So there's no way you can serve the interests of Esau, Edom, and serve the interests of Yahushua. Because it's going to be a conflict of interest, man. That's why, you know, we use this world, okay? But even us in this world, we use it to forward Yahushua. You know? So it comes to a point to where our loyalty, all our loyalty is going to be tested, man, to who we really with. You see? And this is why the Spirit now is putting pressure on making this more and more our life, man. Us decreasing and Yahushua increasing, man.
And you think about it, Yahweh Shemashah, he's a jealous power. So it's like we put our vibration as a woman into another man with, you know, these different philosophies and things of that sort.
Yeah.
So if your woman does that, you're going to feel some type of way too in the spirit.
If your woman bring her work home,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's all bad enough she got to go to work, but then she bring the work home.
Right.
Yeah, she talking about she got male friends.
Yeah.
Work hubby.
Yeah. Come on, man. Or she bring they got they always having like parties and
Yeah.
all these different events pertaining to the home.
And you ain't invited.
You ain't invited.
You getting dressed and shit, then you about ready to go.
No, babe. It's just
Yeah, it
for
ain't that
us.
type of
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Pookie coming with me.
You gotta tell that bitch, I guess I'll see you next lifetime.
Yeah. That's about to do, huh? All right, we got the final scriptures.
I got the last one.
This is last sentence.
All right.
You cannot serve.
I can't hear the last scripture.
You cannot serve the Most High Amendment.
And that's what's being exposed right now.
And what's mammon? That's money, riches. You know, money and riches, man.
Hey, it's okay to drive a regular car.
Yeah.
Hey, we're in Stoickville right now. With food and raiment, let us be content. Soldiers ain't supposed to be dainty.
What's that word you use a lot? Minimalist.
We're minimalist and frugalist, if I'm saying it correctly.
That's the height of stoicism right
What's it, minimalism?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know?
That's how the story says.
Spartans was on there.
Yeah.
Even the one that was wealthy,
Yeah.
they still practice minimalism.
Yeah, man, less is more. Cause we gonna get the dainty stuff, the fatness in the kingdom. We gonna be him. Like Jay like to say, I'm him. We gonna be him in the kingdom.
Yeah, don't seek to be the damn cool guys now. Going back to demons, governor of the people.
Well, half of America's on fire.
That's too popular.
Yeah, but you popular.
He's
TikTok,
gonna push
yeah.
that spirit on Jake though, with them rappers and everything. Because if you look at like a lot of Esau, and it's just like ones who just, for the most part, they're not trying to be famous. It's only Jake that want to drive a Lamborghini. They want to have 100 gold chains and stuff like that. They push that on Yasharaba.
That's part of Jake engineering. Just how Eve was engineered to be a feminist, Jake was engineered to be a consumer. You know, the nation of Israel was engineered to be a consumer. So by the time Jake gets money in his hand, he's already been programmed since he was a child what to do with the money. BET was programming you about what to do with the money. You know? Those commercials, everything, man. All right, brother.
I'm glad.
Okay. So, brother, man.
Like, just going to what y'all talking about earlier, like, pretty much like the true and sincere prophets not going to be valued amongst their own people, especially amongst their own cities and stuff like that. So this 1 John 3:1 said, Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushua. Therefore the world knows us not, because it knew him not. You know? So you think through the spirit, like the true and righteous prophets are likened to like the best known unknowns, or the most known unknowns. You know?
It requires separation from this world, man. You know? I mean, because it's come to that. You know, it's a get in, get out situation with your job and with people around you. And then, and the Lord, he been knocking people off around us, man. Like, certainly your family, you know, old friends. Like, a lot of people you thought was around, they're not even around no more. You know? The Lord trimming this thing to where really we just going to be among our own, you know?
And this is 2 Timothy 4:7. And the reason I brought this out though, man, because like fight. It's all about fight. And everybody want to fight to the end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody want to give up. Nobody want to get a job and you bullshit. You can't get the job and you start lagging in this, you start lagging in that. And you want to continue to fight. And that's all about. It's all about fighting though. You know, 'cause we all go do bullshit. Health, we ain't bullshit though, but you know, we go through situations.
Yeah,
You know, it's like go through situation, and it's not just for, it's not just for you. It's for everybody else. Like the truth, gonna bring it down though. This is 2 Timothy 4. I'm reading NLT. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have remained faithful. This point I'm gonna bring in verse 8. Now the
Can I
prize.
say something wrong?
Go ahead, bro.
And that was just doing that incarnation.
Yeah.
He had to come back. He's here now fighting the same fight.
And do it again.
He got to do it again.
He fighting too.
Yeah, he's fighting. We're putting up numbers, man.
Yeah, he going harder than everybody.
Hell yeah. Yeah. And it's crazy. My bad.
What you got, bro?
It's crazy because we see how Michael Jordan and Floyd and Mayweather, Michael Jordan, Kobe, and all of them diminished. But as he's getting older, he's getting stronger and stronger in the spirit. You know, all the greats, you know what I'm saying? Tiger Woods, he's on the decline. Conor McGregor. But the apostles are constantly going straight to the moon, man.
At the end of the day, those particular guys, those worldly guys you just mentioned, they chasing after that corner crown.
Yeah.
And that crowd came and went. Now they got big bear bellies.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
That damn crowd I saw Michael Jordan.
Yeah, man, got the beer belly, half of their fortune gone from a divorce.
Yellow eyes.
Yellow.
Boy, fucking out like a caution light.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
This is documentary with Aaron Rodgers, man. It's real quick, but it get to this point where he said, you know, he was playing football, he was doing everything he could to get to the league, to get the Super Bowl. And he said, and he got the Super Bowl, and he was like, now what? What am I doing now? He done accomplished everything, so he was like at a dead stop, man. So, you know, it's like these worldly things that people shoot to obtain when they finally reach it, they through. They don't have nothing else to do.
Cause they really, all you are is a prize entertainer. You entertain a man in his kingdom, another man in his kingdom. That's all Jordan was. He was just a prize entertainer. Going back to Rome, that's how they would gift the gladiator, the top gladiator. They would give them mansions and estates. That's how they gifted their top gladiators in Rome.
Get freedom.
Yeah, so-called freedom.
So-called. You right. You right.
Right.
So at the end of the day, these men, what they've done, did nothing, all right, to forward their people. That's why they feel empty. But you look at, we go into the accounts, okay, and you read about our forefathers, okay. Like we were talking about the 7 brothers in the Maccabees. They didn't dunk no ball, but they gave us a legacy that we can benefit from today as far as faith. Okay, you go into Eleazar, that elder that didn't want to eat the swine that got put to death. He couldn't come from the free throw line, okay, but he did something that left a legacy that we can benefit off today. So nothing that these niggas did outside of Yahushua forwarded us as a people, okay, and that's why all they have is the memories of their old highlights. But when they look out and see us as a people, nothing that they did benefited us, man.
Right.
Except everybody wore Jordans
Yeah,
in their captivity.
and they benefit Phil Knight.
Yeah.
White folk get paid off
All that, yeah.
My scripture say time and chance happening to them all.
I guess it's verse 8. It said, now the prize waits for me. The crown of the righteousness, which Yahushua, the righteous judge, will give me on the day of his return.
Hey, priest, Elder, can I say this? Hey, look, yo, that's for us now. That's this time
It's
now.
this time right
That's
now.
this time right now, man.
There you go.
And the pride is not just for me, but it's for all who eagerly look forward.
You say eagerly.
Eagerly.
So working. Well, so how should I say? Occupy till I come.
Yeah.
You know, and that's all of us, man. We could all step it up, man. You know.
Because my brothers is doing one video a day. You know you could be doing at least 2. Or like a couple days of the week, you could do 2, 3 more. You know what I mean? Everybody
Sometimes you can double up.
You can double up, man. You know? Alright, hey. With that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we would like to give our honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Chakadash. Give honor to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Baba Baba.
Shalom. Shalom.
8-4.
Father and Son.
I said that was fire.
Yeah.
That was nice.